from Hammond, Indiana. Hammond, Indiana. Is that a place? We have Emilia Jewel. Please come on down. You are the next participant in Red's Room 328. Emilia, are you there?
I'm here. Hi.
Hi.
Very
Good.
happy to be here. It's awesome.
Well, we are happy to have you here too. Now, I am reading some of your stuff, and it says amateur Christian singer. I was an amateur Christian singer until one day, somebody paid me $50 to play music. And then I became a professional Christian singer. but I'm still very much an amateur Christian singer. But you are an amateur Christian singer living in Northwest Indiana. How close are you to Indianapolis?
It's about a 2.5 hour drive.
Oh, so you're even north of Indianapolis then?
Oh, yeah.
So I have taken a trip to Indianapolis, Indiana one year. I helped out. I do audiovisual work, and it was minus 14 outside. And I decided I need to experience this. So I wanted to walk outside. And I don't want to get too gross, but the liquid inside my nose froze. And have you ever experienced that? I mean, if you don't want to say, don't worry, but I that's my favorite part of Indianapolis was that I was able to go outside. I only stayed like 3 minutes and I went right back inside, but I did that. How about you?
um, I think I've learned by now that you wrap your face with a scarf. You have earmuffs. You have your hat. You just have like the showing.
Well, Amelia, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry that I kind of threw you a curveball there, but I am I'm so glad that you are here with us, and I just want to hear you sing a song. Would you like to just go ahead and get right to it?
Yeah, yeah. My first song is it's called Waterfall. It's actually the first song I kind of wrote and finished. Um, it's basically about being filled with God's love and peace and joy. Um, and at this, or when I wrote this, I was thinking about a time in my life where I was just trying to fill a void with like people and relationships and things and my job, and really nothing can fill those desires except for God. Um, so I'll play it.
Amelia Jewel on Red's Room.
My soul is thirsting. I've been living in the desert, looking for water in all the wrong places. Nothing here can fill me. My heart is searching for something more, looking to feel love through all the wrong people. The love you can't find in human hearts. God's love gives me everything that I need, fulfills all of my desires. You overflow my heart and love to fill my empty soul. Like a waterfall, you pour your peace and love to fill my empty soul. Water overflowing my heart, love overflowing my soul. Never meant to be apart from this life-giving water. Water overflowing my heart, love overflowing my soul. Never meant to be apart from this life-giving water. To fill my empty soul, like a waterfall, pour your peace and love to fill my empty soul, like a waterfall, pour your peace and love to fill my empty soul.
DJ, you're muted.
Take two. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button. It's dark in here. I haven't even turned my light on. I've just been busy. Hey, Amelia, that is great. A waterfall. I have a question.
Sure.
Have you ever stood under a waterfall and allowed it just to pour water all over you? Like in real life, like a real waterfall. I'm just curious.
Not quite. So, by Indianapolis, there's this park called McCormick's Creek, and there's a bunch of trails and stuff. And one trail leads to this like area where there's 7 waterfalls, but they're
Uh,
small ones. So I climbed up one. I didn't. It's not big enough to like be under, but that's
I,
what I picture when I sing this song.
I know there are some waterfalls that are very, very powerful, like Upper Yosemite Falls, Lower, but there have been a couple times when I've been able just be under a waterfall, and there is nothing like that. And that is what God and his living water is like. It just keeps coming, it doesn't stop. And every time you just want to take a little sip, a little drink, you're right there, you can do it. And I am so glad you sang that song, because that's really, really, it really ministered to me. I just enjoyed that. um the so I'm looking at your bio, and so I knew you were playing an F major seventh there in that
Yeah.
song, because I kind of have I took way too many years of piano and didn't really learn much, but I did learn a few things. And so the typical worship person tends to be like major chords and occasional minor, but where do you get that rich vocabulary of the chords that you're playing for that song?
So when I wrote this, I was actually taking jazz like theory lessons, so it was very inspired by that. Um, I don't know, when I first started songwriting, I like didn't quite know like what sound I was going for, so I experimented with different sounds. I think I like to be original. I love theory. I love crazy sounding chords, and um, but I think sometimes I try to also not get too crazy and just go to simple, because I think you need to balance that sometimes.
Yeah, and I just really enjoyed that. what would you like to share with us next?
My other next song I have is, it's actually a co-write, um, and it's called "Holding On to Hope." Um, it's kind of I think when we first wrote this song, it was more like trusting in Jesus and um, leaning on Him in hard times, and but we kind of added these words: "Jesus won't leave me on a sinking boat," and that brings me to, um, the in the gospel where the disciples and Jesus are on a boat, and it's storming, and they're scared, and Jesus says, I don't remember exactly, but uh, basically, no need to fear, and calms the waters. So um, that's not that wasn't how the song started, but it's kind of what it means to me now. And um, here we go. Jesus won't leave me here on a sinking boat.
Amelia Jewel singing Sinking Boat on Red's Room. And I love sailing. I miss it. I used to sail a lot. I grew up in Southern California and lived right by the water. Oh, I miss it. And I have not ever been in a sinking boat. Have you? Have you
No,
ever?
I have
I
not.
was I was wondering because it has to be at the very least terrifying, at the very most like you can't even scream because you're so scared. But I'm telling you, those disciples, sometimes we get a little prideful and we think, I don't think I would have been that upset. And then it's like, nah. we're we're in that same boat, and Jesus will not let that boat sink. That's
Indeed.
such a good song. Thank you so much for sharing that, Amelia.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that maybe you were like on a cruise ship that went down, and I thought you might have had some really good backstory for that. But
Maybe
but
metaphoric or figuratively, I've been on a sinking boat, but not literally.
yeah, I know all of us can totally relate to that. Um, you like to sing lyrics with vibrant imagery. Tell us a little bit about that.
um, yeah, I've written I've completed maybe 6 songs now, and I just noticing a pattern. Like all my lyrics are just it has definitely some kind of visual, um, definitely like a concept. So I think I that's the kind of writer I am, and that's how I work. Even with this co-write, um, I don't quite remember, but I think the holding on was, I came up with that possibly. It was a while ago. I don't remember.
And just kind of explain to us what in your spiritual life you alluded to, you might have been figuratively on a sinking boat. And just real quick, how did this help you through your time?
Yeah. Um, Whenever, even if it's something small, just I know I can call on God, call on Jesus, and whatever storm I'm in, it's either He shows me, look, it's not that big, which is usually the case, or if it is, something big, it's like He gets me through it, or He puts people in my life, or people in my life give me affirmation, um, about what to do, or give me comfort. And I always see God working in my life, even if I am in that storm. Um, yeah.
Hmm. Well, thank you for sharing that. What would you like to end your set with tonight?
My last song is called Detours. Um, and for this song, I'm going to use my ukulele. And it's called Detours because
I was going to check out just for a second, but I'm checking back in. Is that a ukulele?
it's a ukulele. It's a baritone
I
ukulele.
was gonna say it's tuned like a guitar, but I am a huge ukulele fan. When we get later on, I'll explain all that. But go ahead, explain yours. And I'm just really excited you're going to play ukulele. That's just beautiful.
Yeah, I started learning ukulele because I tried learning guitar. I tried teaching myself. I even had a friend kind of helping me a little bit. And my hands are small and it was hard. There's a lot of strings, and I don't want to say I gave up, but I started ukulele because a little bit easier to start with. Um, but my song Detours, I wrote it about time in my life when, I had all these plans, or, I thought, um, you know, certain things would happen in my life, and it didn't. And I would be confused, like, that this didn't go the way I thought. And then basically God showed me that my plans are detours, are they're not where he wants me to be, what his plan is. So that's what inspired this song. Navigating through life is like traveling without a map. Oh, bound to get lost and find yourself in a detour. Oh, so many lost in this world and they can't see the signs. The detours are painful because they help us to find our way. The detours are painful because they help us find our way. So don't cry during the detours. Don't cry when life gets too hard, because help us on our journey. Unexpected things happen, it deters us from our path. Oh, we are determined and fighting. God leads us here to learn and to see with clarity, to see with clarity. The detours are painful because they help us find our way. Detours are painful because they help us find our way. So don't cry during the detours. Don't cry when life gets too hard, because they help us on our journey. They change us, they better us, to find the people we need to in order to change. They change us, they better us, to find the places we need to in order to change. They change us, they better us, find the people we need to in order to change. Oh, in order to change.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Emilia Jewell singing one of her 6 original songs. And I mean, so it's like we're here. It's like when the Beatles were playing in the nightclub, and they sang, you know, one of their amazing songs, and all of a sudden it's like, we're here at the beginning of Emilia's career, and this is so cool. Emilia, please share with or how people can find out more about you.
For sure. Yeah. Um, I'm on Facebook, Emilia Jewel Music, Instagram, Emilia Jewel Music, and I have a couple songs on Spotify, Waterfall, and a song called Sailboats.
You picked two of my favorite things to sing about. That's so cool. I just, oh, that's so neat. And I just pray for you, and that your ministry would just be just strong and continue to share God's word with others. So glad you could be on here. Emilia Jewel, thank you, everyone. Emilia Jewel.
Thank you so much.